Hey baby boomers, welcome back to the channel. So this is for my baby boomers. Just a little words of encouragement. I'm a baby boomer also. And I know at times, sometimes you can feel down and you can feel, a little bit out. Or you feel like nobody really cares. And you feel like, what did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong. It's just that the system has been against you from the beginning. And you didn't know it. But now you know it. And I'm here to share some things with you and reveal some things to you. Now, a lot of baby boomers are, this is me and my opinions and the things that I have observed. By no means am I putting anybody down or telling anyone what to do, okay? So me, I speak because I am a baby boomer also. I've been around this, what they call it, moon, the sun, many, many times. But there's nothing to feel down about. Do not let the things of this world, you hear in this world, but remember, you are not of this world. So do not partake in the worldly things. Remember that. Do not partake in the worldly things, especially the things that get you on the wrong path. I'm looking at it right now, but I can't even call what I'm trying to say. So forgive me, because this is my first time actually coming on here like this, sitting down in dress mode and, doing these videos. Temptations. I understand that you need that. There are some things that you have to deal with while you're here, especially concerning these monetary things. Yeah, you have to have those to pay the rent, and you have to have a decent place to live. You have to have a decent vehicle that's and pretty good, condition to get you from point A to point B. You gotta sustain yourself by putting food on the table. You gotta sustain yourself by paying these electrical bills, keeping up with clothes. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? But there's some things and necessities that you have to do while you are here. Now, my point is, what I'm trying to make is us being as baby boomers, the silent generation that never spoke out, that never really questioned anything. Some of them did, but a lot of the generations, well, the ones that came before us, a lot of them in that generation did not question the system. They did not question. All they did was obey. Okay? So we ended up with that obey status. We ended up with doing, just because I said so. Even when it comes to going to these worship places, right? Why do I have to go to church? Because I said so. Why do I have to do this? Because I said so. Because that's just the way it is. Even when it comes to voting. I remember when I became, 18, and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to vote. So I'm like, I went to my mother and father. I'm like, okay, I want to vote, but how do I vote? I don't understand all of this information at this time. And you know what they told me? Just vote Democratic. So guess what? That's what I started doing. Because it's a learned behavior, and that is a incorrect behavior to vote just because they said to vote Democratic. I do not do that any longer. Now this is me. after living here and existing here, because yeah, that's what we've been doing, existing. It ain't like a lot of us have had a lot of enjoyment. I'm just being frank about this whole thing, about this experience. We're here on an experience. We're here to learn things. And a lot of us did not learn these things. I didn't start learning these things until in my latter years, probably like in my late 40s. That's when I started picking up on this, maybe around 45, that something was not right. And I'm like, well, I got to work all the time. And every penny, all this money that I'm making, I got to put it back into the system. I have no enjoyment. All I do is work, work, work. And then the little leftover, I invested it in my children. But now me as a baby boomer, I started working when I was straight right out of high school, guys. I took on a state job, and I've had state jobs most of my life, working, with the state. But, and another thing, I was not taught how to handle my money. I was not taught about investing. I was not taught about a big deal about retirement. I didn't have a great understanding about retirement until actually I thought I was going to retire and learn that that money ain't going to last if you take your retirement out. I did it the wrong way. But so I ended up working 12-hour shifts. I moved from one county to another county. And when I moved from my original county, my birth county, and moved to another county, things opened up for me spiritually. I began to see things differently. It's like I walked out of one time zone into another time zone. I walked into a little bit more elevated time zone. So now I've been in this time zone for probably maybe 10, almost 11 years. So I'm beginning to think maybe it's time that I get out of this time zone too and move to another elevated time zone so I could elevate a little bit more. And a lot of people are like, well, you don't have to. Yes, I believe that you do. This is me, my journey. So I'm just coming on here and sharing some of the things. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I love comments, and try to, be respectable. Some people go and they leave disrespectful things. I'm like, what is up with some of these people? But anyway, yeah, I don't mind comments. And if you got something that you want to ask me, please feel free. Like and share, because I'm learning on this YouTube system, they want people to like and share so you can get in the algorithm. It's all about structure. It's all about set plans. I hope I'm not rambling. I'm trying to, to stay on the subject. But as a baby boomer, let's get back on this wealth transfer. Go check out my other 2 videos that I put up about the wealth transfer. They said, statistically, they are saying that we, the baby boomers, are supposed to leave an inheritance to our children. Okay. Like myself, I'm like, what type of inheritance am I going to leave to my children? All I did was work and work all my life, most of my life. All I did was follow the leader and not question. And I know there's a lot of people out there, baby boomers, the silent ones that did it also. There's a lot of people that will admit that they did, that's what they do. And there's a lot of people that will admit that didn't take place in their life. But you can admit it, release it, admit it. I made mistakes, admit it. I followed the system, I followed the rules, but I do not want to do that anymore, and ditch it. Begin to think for yourself. Begin to make your own rules. Let things open up for you, because you are a spiritually divine, beautiful individual that came here with a purpose, that did not come here to be suppressed. You have to find your way up that ladder. You have to find your way out of being suppressed. Sometimes you just have to just do it. You just have to step out and pop out and show a person what you're all about. I am being divinely led right now to speak. Before I would speak, I really didn't speak a lot. I have to, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like things are just spilling out. Who I am, my personality, my studies, my individualism, everything is just overpouring right now. And the people that are meant to be in my presence and in my life right now, they are coming into my life, guys. Yes, the more and more I open up. Now, I'm grateful to YouTube, for this platform. I really am. But sometimes some things you can't speak on and some things you can speak on. Now, why? Like I say, it's a set. It's a program. Everything. I want you to think about this. Everything is a program. From the moment you came out your mama's womb, that porter, she's your port. Because she held you in there. She protected you. Port. Information was ported from you to her, her to you. And you are a receiver and you receive that information. And when you became alive out of her womb, breathing, who did you see? I don't know if you saw her. It might have been, that doctor standing in front of you. But anyway, her face was the first face that you were supposed to see and connect with. That connection was broken when that MD put his face in front of your mother's face. Your mother's face, our mother's face, was the first face that we should have seen. Because our mother, mostly, think about it, is the one who taught us our ways, who cared for us, who helped us heal when we had a stub toe or something, told us what to do. She nursed us when we got sick, because back then they did not have money to take us to doctors unless it was a serious, serious matter. And by my mom being who she was, she nurtured us and she took care of us. She knew how to give us the turpentine and the sugar, some stuff called, I think it was syrup of black draw. And I didn't have it in. I'm like, why we got to take this? She made the rock candy when we got these little colds, knocked it up. We didn't suffer long when we got these little bugs, these little parasitic things. She taught us how to heal. But along the way, guess what? We forgot these things. We forgot to introduce these to our children, to our babies. She also taught us about that navel thing. I just let her do her thing because I didn't understand that. But I wished I had tapped more and more, into that. But my point is, baby boomers, be proud of who you are. We didn't fail. We just didn't know. We didn't know that there was a system set up against us for failure from the beginning. But now you do know. So now that you know, you must do better. We must step out, pop out, and show these people who we are and what we are about. Make a plan. Write it down and make it plain. And cross out from A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. It's always about making a plan and moving forward. That is your I call that my manifestation. People say, manifest this. Write the plan. You got to write it down. You got to see it, and you got to call it out, and you got to just move forward with that plan. Okay, I try not to keep these videos too long because I'm coming into my essence. I'm coming into who I am, and when I get on a roll, I really get on a roll. And I hope this information is beneficial, but don't feel bad. I know we've been lied to. We've been overworked. We've been stressed out. We've been single parents. We've been in failed relationships. We've been failed marriages. We've been lied to about so many things. But the worst thing that an individual could do, whether you are male or female, is just be in a relationship and it's not serving the betterment of your surroundings. And things are not clicking. Don't be in a relationship just because you want to be with someone. It don't work that way. I've been down that road. That's not a good relationship. That's a ticket to almost like the east end of hell. You know what I'm saying? So please, stop. Stop it. Now that I will say. I will speak on that. Begin to sit back and meditate, or just sit in silence and listen to that still voice that will guide you and lead you. That is your protector. And just listen and ask for instructions and ask for directions. That is one of the hardest things that people don't understand. Sit back and just ask. Be alone with it alone and see how much information that you will get. Cut back on some of the social media. Everything that you need came with you. It's inside of you. Facts. Facts, okay? But this is just a little short one for my baby boomers to uplift you. And I leave you in peace. And I leave you guys in love. And like I said, tap into my videos, baby boomers, or anybody. This is for anybody. This is for the young ones who don't have anybody, who their parents might have left this realm and went on to their next journey or whatever. I bring peace. I bring love. I bring a energy of forgiveness, an energy of love, or energy of just helping you to move along on your path and not get stuck. I was stuck for years and years, but I had to unstick myself. You can't be bound to anything while you are here. If there's anything that's bounding you, then you might want to reevaluate that situation. I put it just like that. This is not any advice for you to go out and just abruptly, do anything. This is some of my experiences and some of the things that I've noticed while I've been supplanted here on this thing that they call Earth, which I don't even know if it is Earth. That's a deeper story right there. That's a whole nother level. But love you guys, and please tap in, like and share, and make your comments, okay? And I will be back with more videos, okay? Peace. Love you guys.